Is this your first soft goods Hot Toys figure? Does the material feel cheap?
Yes, this is in fact my first soft goods Hot Toys figure. And I can say the material doesn't feel cheap. It feels, honestly, like the puffer jacket feels very similar to what an actual jacket like that would feel like. So no, I'm not really disappointed in the material, the fabric on Luke's outfit. I mean, there's some parts that don't feel as thick as others, but it does feel pretty good.
How could this figure appeal to the novice collector?
Can I recommend this figure to a novice collector? I mean, if you're a novice in a sense of Hot Toys and you're looking for more Hot Toys, but it isn't your first, yeah, sure. And even if this is your first foray into Hot Toys and you're looking for a recommendation, I could recommend this as a lower end way of getting into the hobby, but also getting something from a medium you really enjoy. I can't recommend this if you're just looking for a Luke Skywalker and you just want Luke Skywalker, because you can get smaller representations of Luke for a lot lower in price. Are they going to be as closely representative to Mark Hamill? That's a different conversation, but it's up to you to decide.
Now having collected no way.
Now having collected. Okay.
Now having collected 2 Hot Toys figures, would you say you agree with the hefty price tag these things can carry?
Yes and no. I don't know if I agree with a hefty price tag a lot of these higher end figures have. Just off some of them are outrageously pricey. But I do in some sense, because there's a lot that they do where they go into a lot of detail with movie accurate detail on the skin, on the clothing, on the accessories, on some of the features. So yeah, I could see why they want such a high penny for it, but then at the same time I can't. So it's kind of hard.
Now that you have 2 figures, do you see yourself getting more, or are you satisfied with the pickups from this line?
I don't think I see myself getting any more anytime soon. I mean, I can't say I don't ever see myself getting another one ever again, unless somebody gifts me it or I'm given an exuberant amount of money out of nowhere from someone. Probably not going to go out of my way to get one. Probably the same goes for Mezco figures too. The higher end figures are just they're cool, but it's a lot of money for something that I'm only going to touch once every 6 months just to rearrange their position.
What's the articulation like?
The articulation is pretty good for a figure in this scale. I don't have any others to really compare it, but he's got great range of mobility and you wouldn't be disappointed. This is better than an average figure's mobility. The only comparison I could give was my Iron Man, but that was die cast and plastic, so I wasn't expecting that to be super articulated. But this Luke, he can really strike some good Jedi poses. He's not gonna be the most posable and super flexible, but you're gonna get some pretty good poses that look and are featured in the movies, so you won't be disappointed. And honestly, you're not buying this figure for articulation anyway. If you want something super articulated, maybe look into different brands.
What's your least favorite thing about this figure? Is there something that frustrates you or that you found annoying? No.
My least favorite thing about this figure would be the right arm. So the right arm can be swapped out for an LED arm that has a batteries placement in it, and it has a lightsaber already in the hand, and obviously you just put on whichever blade you want to illuminate the lightsaber. The problem with that was I had no idea on the inside of it you were supposed to, I guess, make sure it went properly through, like not just putting it inside of the sleeve was enough, because what was happening was it was getting caught and not going through the middle sleeve and going to the right of it. So whenever I would put Luke's arm in, it would just fall off. And this went on for about an hour straight. Like I gave up at one point, came back, tried figuring it out, still got nothing out of it. Finally, I think I picked it up the next day and just gave it a real crack at a different approach, got the arm in, and I'm just never taking the LED light arm out ever, and I'm just gonna, if I have to illuminate them, turn a switch on. Other than that, it's too much of a process and of a hassle. There are no real complaints that I have besides that for this figure, because besides it not being like the Luke I really wanted, it's still a Luke and it still fits his look from that scene. The helmet can be a little interesting to take apart at times. I did it wrong and it's whatever, but other than that, there's no real like bad complaints. I don't have enough of these figures to give you I didn't like this compared to this and compared to that. Oh boy, he thinks it makes him less zesty if he's got a girl in his video. Oh boy, he ain't even know every other video he's sounding like Diddy, talking about take that, take that, take that. I could get my baby moms to be in my video too. She wouldn't be sounding like that. You hella zesty, my dude, but it's alright, we'll let it slide, cause you giving us those fire reviews. And this is just from the Mad Reviewer. I review you, you review me. Bars. So for articulation, you see you can pull the arms up like that. It doesn't go further. It bounces back whenever I tried. You don't get much of a butterfly, but the arms do go out. You get an obvious up and down, a swivel at the wrist with a little bit of a twist. I mean, I'm sure it's 360, but I didn't want to test it. That's as far up as the leg would go because of the material. Then you get a cringe up or back. It has like a locking kind of mechanism. Twist at the calf. Good bend at the knee for posability. And yeah, I'm not disappointed in the articulation. I didn't expect it to be amazing, but it got the job done. You also have twist here at the head. It could go 360, I wouldn't. The head also pops off a lot sometimes when I'm posing it, but it pops right back in. I wonder though, it's kind of hampered by those little puffiness under his ears for the jacket. Other than that, it's a pretty decent articulation for a $250 figure. So the real question is, can I recommend this figure? And I'll go, and I think I've kind of already answered this question when it came to can I recommend it to novice collectors, which is kind of making it kind of pointless for me to mention it again, but it's kind of the whole point of the video. Can I recommend this figure? It's not a terrible figure by any means. I really enjoy it. I like it, though it's not the Luke or the Star Wars figure I wanted. It was in the price range I was looking to pay, and it was local, and I didn't have to wait for shipping. I could get it immediately and get that instant gratification. So, like if you're just trying to collect, like, to say, hey, this is my first Hot Toys, this is my second Hot Toys, but at least it fits in the vein of something I like from a medium I like, then yeah, this is a good figure to recommend. And I don't really have that many higher end Hot Toys to begin with, so I'm not going to recommend you like a $500 Iron Man or something crazy like that, or like a $600 Spider-Man. Like or the Artisan Anakin. We've gone over. Oh, we've gone over that, he says. Sounds a little zesty to me. Take that, take that, take that. For that. But I'm gonna recommend figures I deem like affordable for the average collector who can add a figure here or there but doesn't go too far with it. So yeah, I can recommend this to someone looking to add a Hot Toys Luke to their collection and doesn't have one. Anyone who doesn't really collect figures like this or just wants to have a Luke, maybe stick to like the Black Series. That's probably the better route to go if you're not looking for as movie accurate and life scale as you can get. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was insightful. I hope it helped you learn anything you didn't know about this figure, though there's tons of videos out there that I've probably already done that. But if you could like, share, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It helps us grow. Anything you do helps. Peace out. Reviewing this Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I'm a rough talker.
Woo! Coming out like Sauce Walker. Pause. We ain't no put line your body out in chalker. Woo! Hit you with a maraca. Woo! Rock 'em, sock 'em, pock 'em. Alright, I can't rap. Peace out.